All right, welcome to my channel. So today I did get a little bit inspired by a Mike Tyson video. He had a bunch of numbers on his punching bag. And basically what that told me was, oh, okay, I need to put some numbers on my bag because my whole thing is I'm working on my coordination and my footwork very deeply. And that just seemed like something to really help me up my coordination. So of course I put my own spin on it. I have a tall bag so I can kick it as well. So I put some leg placements and then I put a body placement. Now, mind you, most people's bodies are going to be pretty much the same. All of these data points that I built out is essentially what the human body is going to be. But with the Mike Tyson video, it made me really realize that people sharing their knowledge or people sharing what they're inspired by is very powerful on the internet. And the dude that actually showed the Mike Tyson video was just in a little YouTube short, and I didn't even subscribe to him. It's just the fact of how powerful the whole internet sphere is and how you use it, and that people can really make an impact on you, and they'll never know about you, or you'll never know about them specifically. But that one little moment lives forever. So that is why I do this with my mind, body, spirit. I do it off of honor. I am really dedicating myself to this, and I want to help as many of you as possible. I used to tell myself when I first started I wanted to be a good crab, and basically, crab was how I was explaining boxing because you got your two pinchers and then your feet that you move around on. That was just the symbol of it for me in my mind. And then, mind you, I'm not falling victim to any certain style. I really am coming in the gym. I'm figuring out the best ways to move for my body, figuring out what makes sense, what's most efficient. And I know that my perspective on it is really going to help me in the long run. It's going to keep me doing the right things. So it really does come down to one of the things that I said in my previous video about protecting your energy. The people you hang around with, the things you watch, all that is definitely subconsciously programming you. So it's important that you remember what you're doing on a daily. You might have to adjust some of your habits, which just like me, I'm always adjusting my habits, figuring out what things work well for me. I guess just to share a little bit with y'all, I did start drinking tea more often, and I have a pretty big collection now, so I'm not always drinking ginger tea or green tea. And then also for recovery, I started figuring out how to recover better. What are smarter things you can do in your off time? And all of these habits are going to help me do this one thing that I really care to do twice as good. It's about trusting your process, learn to trust yourself, putting the time into the things that you really care about. And then when you look back, you won't have any regrets about things you did. So it's about constant evolution, the daily growth, one day at a time. But I can tell that this little upgrade that I did for the bag is definitely going to be impactful. It's going to keep me on constant growth. And then the rest comes down to just staying consistent because consistency is key. I've always told myself I'd rather do it every day rather than working out really hard one day a week. That always seemed like a backwards philosophy. So the goal is to always want to come back tomorrow. And some days I do two-a-days. So it's going to be very interesting to see where I end up in a couple years. But like I said, we're going to take it one day at a time. I appreciate y'all being here. And I hope y'all working on y'all goals and passion. But that is it for me. I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.